in my VMware ESXi. So here I check the IP address, what it has been configured. So I here is not IP config, here it is IF config. Okay, here it is IF config. If you type, it will show you all the interface IP address, which we cannot see here. So the interface, which is, we will call the interface name here in Linux, pnet. I think pnet 1. You can see it is connected inet 13.1. Can you see right here?
Sir, what is PNet 1?
There is an interface name in the Linux. How the PC interface name, right? The same thing here.
Okay, sir.
So okay. Interface name. I think interface Ethernet 1, Ethernet 2, Ethernet T, Fast Ethernet 1, Fast Ethernet 2. For Linux, this is the PNet 1, PNet 2. So it's showing that. So right now we are connected for the PNet 1. Okay, showing 192.168.13.1 means it is a different network. That's the reason it's not getting pinged. It's not, don't have the connectivity. So anyhow, so I'll fix this issue later, not now. Okay, so let's continue with the lab part. So I hope all people have joined, right?
Yes, Taj.
Okay, so let's do the other part of these things. Now we'll assign the IP address for your the Palo Alto firewall now. Okay, so how to give the IP address for the Palo Alto? I think yesterday I told you. So go to global configuration mode. So set network interface Ethernet 1 layer 3. Okay, this is my layer 3. Okay, and interface, sorry, interface management profile. I have given my name. Okay, this interface, the management profile name is me. Okay, so this is done, and same thing we have to give for all the interfaces, guys. So Ethernet 1, right? This Ethernet 1/1 is connected for the R1. You can see the topology right on the screen. Ethernet 1/1 is connected for the R1. Ethernet 1/2 is connected for the R2. Ethernet 1/3 is connected for R3. Okay, and this we have connected for management port. Oh, guys, can you see here? It should not be connected to the management interface. I think we should. Okay, let it be. Let's do it for these 3 routers because management IP address we have given. It should be connected to the fast Ethernet, this thing. Just 1 second, guys. I think Anshika is calling me. Okay, guys, so let's see. No issues. Just because management, because the issue is gas. So if I try to delete this connection, okay, if I try to connect, it will not allow you to give the connections, the Palo Alto firewall. I must have the Palo Alto Firewall, then only it will allow you to connect to the other device. Okay, because management IP address, I don't want to connect. I supposed to connect Ethernet 1/4. Okay, rather than like connecting for the management port. Okay, so let's take only 3 routers as per the topology. We'll do that. Okay, so this is my Ethernet 2 and interface management profile is the same name and interface 3. Okay, we will not take the management port as it now. Okay, so once it has been done, okay, then we'll check the how to check the IP address. Now we are going to give the IP address for your interface. Now how to give set network interface Ethernet 1/1 layer 3 IP address. Okay, IP is this guy is. So can you tell me what should be the IP address for this interface? Anyone, can you tell me? Ethernet, by seeing the topology, can you tell me? So what should be the IP address for this interface, guys?
Sir, 192.168.1.1. I'm not sure.
1.1 we have given for the router.
Okay.
1.2.
Yes, 1.2. Yes, good, very good. 192.168. It should be 1.2. Fine. Then we have to give it just /24. Yeah.
Tash, I have a doubt. So
Yes.
let's say before you're giving IP address to something, you're
Okay.
supposed to first give set network interface Ethernet and the Ethernet number and the layer, and then interface management profile with the name of the whatever it is, and then only assign the IP address in Palo Alto, is it?
Yes, yes.
So
The
it's 2
reason here
steps.
is, yes, it's very complicated compared to Cisco. So here what happened means, first we had to create the management profile name. Okay, that IP address for the interface, we should tell them this interface belongs to that management profile name. Then we have to give them the Ethernet 1/1. You are the layer 3 interface, and this is your IP address.
Why do we create management profile again? Why do we have to create a file? Interface management
To
profile.
manage
Why?
profile,
What does
because we
that?
should know. See, what happened means when you create the management profile, we can come to know, okay, for this name, okay, what are the things you configure for the interface, right? So it's nothing but a name. No, just name of the this thing name. You can remember that.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And same thing for Ethernet 2. What should be the IP address? 2.2, guys. Check the topology, guys. I have shared the topology, right?
Yes, that's 2.2.
Yeah, it should be the 2.2 because 2.1 is router IP for the R2, right? And third one is, sorry, third one
3.2.
is, yes. .2, and this is for the interface 3. Okay, so now we have done this thing. So here what we have to do, we have to give the same, which is very important. We have to give the comment, then only it will update, otherwise no. So after this, saving this, it will give one error. Okay, that error is you have not configured Ethernets for the interfaces, for all interfaces, has no zone configured and no virtual router configuration. Because these all virtual things, that's the reason we have to configure.
Okay, that's before you can move on. Let me clear what is running in mind. So first, we're supposed to create a management profile, and then we are supposed to give the Ethernet basically set network interface Ethernet, that command, and then we are supposed to assign the IP address. So we need to do 3 steps before we could actually assign an IP address, unlike in Cisco where we can just do it in 1 step in this.
Yes. Yes. And yes, commit fail, I think. Force. PVB update block. And nobody has noticed, guys, this one. I have connected for the wrong interface for the management interface for this R4 router. That shows that I think still you're not following it. Let me see how many people are there. Otherwise, I would have connected to the right interface. So we would have used the 4 routers rather than 3 routers. So as you know that your Palo Alto Firewall, when the device is on, you cannot connect the any interface, right? So now you're following, man. Let's see, showing some error. Rukhaya, you're following?
Yes, Taj.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move ahead. So let's configure this one zoning part. Set zone inside layer 3 Ethernet 1/1.
What is this for? The zoning part?
Yes, yes. Zoning means area. This interface, layer 3 interface, yes, we are telling them you are the zone. Means one router has connected some thousands of pieces, right? So later on, this zone will be mapped to your management profile name, which is I have given the name, right? It will map to that. Let's see.
It's like
now
areas
the
and Cisco ASA firewall.
Yes, yes. Like area, how we are doing it. So we are creating the zones for these interfaces. The reason, guys, why it was not pinging to the gateway. So I found that, okay, if you open Eve, okay, how to I quit this? This is the Eve software, guys. You can see the password is root. Okay, username is root and password is Eve. So it will enter into Linux platform. If I check the IP address here, IP address checking is ifconfig. So here the network is running like 1.0 network, not 0.1 network. If you check the IP address, ifconfig, okay, and pnet. This is the interface name in the Linux, guys, which is connected that Eve software. You can see the IP address. So inet 192.168.13.1. Okay, and network mask is 255.255.255.0. Broadcast is 192.168.13.255. Okay, so I need to fix this issue. Okay, most probably I will do it tomorrow because I need to do the routing part. Otherwise, I should give the same network, or else we can change that. Then only we can jump to your GUI interface. Okay, so we'll do it later, not now. So let me
Sir.
commit file.
Sir,
Yes.
what is INET IP address, sir? INET IP address.
There is an interface IP address. How will give the IP address? Suppose if you connect your Ethernet port to your laptop or PC, okay, it is nothing but the IP address which is assigned to that port, right? The port has got it, which is mapped to your logical IP address to your physical IP address. That is, physical IP address is your MAC address. So both are mapped. Okay, how we'll get? So when you connect your cable for the port for the interface, that interface name in the laptop will call what will call Ethernet port, right?
Yes.
Yes, Ethernet port. So here we'll call PNet, port net. We'll call a port net.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so fail to refresh EDL configuration commit fail. So commit force. Let's see. We should save. So until and it's saved, so we cannot. It will not save this configuration. What are the configuration we made? Check this. See, I cannot connect any other devices. So let's check. Can I connect networking node? Node to connect. See, I cannot connect this. It will show you the red mark. Right. Red mark shows that, okay, even though I have connected for Ethernet 2 is free, right? Let me edit this. So it should be connected to which interface? To the management cloud. See, the Palo Alto interface is not showing. So I want to connect to the management cloud. So until unless I have the Palo Alto Firewall, so it's not going to allow your this thing. Okay, so let's check this guy. He's showing some error. Let's see. We'll move ahead for the further command, which will set this command. Network a virtual router default interface is Ethernet 1. And same thing Ethernet 2. And what for this command is for now, we are creating the virtual router default for this all interface so that it should be able to do the routing job. See, in the layer 3 switching in the packet tracer, I have noticed. Okay, so one time I have given for no switch port in the layer 3 switches. I think in multi-layer switching packet tracer, so no switch port means then we can enable the your routing part. Okay, the layer 3 switches, as I told you that it has got the capabilities for routing as well as switching. So the other reasons we can do both routing and switching. Now we are enabling your routing part. Fine. So then check show network. How to check the IP address? Show network interface Ethernet. You can see we have assigned the IP address. Right. We have assigned the IP address for your all interface. Okay. I think we should be able to ping from router to firewall.
Raj,
Let's check. Sorry.
Raj, that set network thing, that command which you used.
Okay.
Hmm. Yes, that's it.
Set
Network virtual
network
router
interface.
default.
Interface.
That is basically you did routing.
Yeah, this one. Just I'm telling them virtual router default interface for this particular interface. We are telling that, okay, do the router job as well. You're telling
So
this
you
interface because because this command not required as per our requirement, because why I'm giving this command is because in the next topology, I'm going to explain you about the routing and this one, static routing and default routing in the firewall. That's the reason I'm giving this command. What does this command does means it will enable the routing also.
inside a firewall.
Yeah.
So
This firewall we are using as a router as well,
router
because
as well.
so router we have connected for this firewall. For this firewall, I have connected for the three routers, right? That's the reason I'm giving this command. Okay. Fine. So let's. This is the command to show network interface Ethernet. Suppose if you want to check the specific IP address for the interface, type once again Ethernet 3. You want to check. It will show you only that interface IP address. Fine. So this is how to check. Suppose if you want to check for Ethernet 2, it will show you only that IP address. You can see right now. This is the layer 3 Ethernet 1/2 interface management profile name is Taj. Okay, IP address we have given this because it's look like your C language, right? Because every interface it will give all the parameters, whatever the things you configured, it will be pushing to your IP address that is in your management profile, is going to add in your management profile.
Is this run on C
Right?
or something? Is this?
It's look like C. Oops, I think. Oops. Concept.
C. It looks little like that.
Yes, C language. Okay. So now check. I think from the router, can we able to ping to the firewall? Ping. This is my R1. So 192.168. 1.2, right? Can you see? We can see, right? 1.2. Yes, this is the 1.2. Can you see here? On the top of the black screen, you can see. So do you know why it's not pinging? Because the command, the commit commands in the firewall still is not accepted because it shows the twice right failure. So it's not accepting that command. The command is saying commit or commit by force. Even if you ping to 2.2, also it will not ping. Okay, let's do once again. Commit force. Let's check. I think this time it should save. So until unless this has happened, so we cannot ping. Taking time. Let's see. It is make it 100%. What, Sona Srisha? Is getting bones or what?
No, sir. We are able to understand.
We are on track, sir.
Okay, that's good. Because let's do once again. because until and unless what are the things we save, okay, so then only we can do the testing from all the routers. So once this has done, then I will show you how to enable the telnet SSH. Then I'll show you how to take the backup for this all configuration. So there's a document for this lab. Okay, I need to go to the document for this because IP address. I have given my network IP address which is running in my here, that is 0.1 network. So that's the reasons because the network which it's working with 1.0 network. That's the reason. So it's showing the little bit issue. So I try to fix it. Please update me, guys. I think tomorrow you have the session.
I guess
Uh,
tomorrow second half you would be taking.
oh, so no, you are up to date. But tomorrow, guys, as you know that tomorrow I will not give the break. Tomorrow, no break. Second half, as you know that tomorrow is a Friday. So I'll be starting the sessions 3 o'clock and 3 to 6.
Will
No
be
break.
shuttle Taj.
It's a problem, Pranav. Pranav, why don't you take the bike, man? You take the bike and come with the bike.
Bad question, Taj. I'll answer some other day.
It's reaching up to 670, so it's not. So once it has saved, then only you can able to do it. Let's do that. It's showing some error. I don't think so. I think let me. So again, I'm giving the command because until and unless this saved, so you cannot go further. The further means I want to show you the how to enable the telnet SSH in the firewall, then how to take the backup, then I'll show you how to configure the static routing and default routing. The reason why is creating the issue, Bruno, I think I told you, right? The network, which is this network image file are running, is into 1.0 network. You can see, right? Is running on 1.0 network because I have given my network at my home is 0.1. So it has taken IP from DSCP from my router, my Wi-Fi router.
So different IP addresses. That's why.
Yes, that's the reason the different network. That's the reason. So it is creating the issue here. So we'll do one thing. Let's change the router IP. Then we'll see. So how does it works? Because when you change, okay, the router this thing, I think this will get closed because we can see on the screen. This is running in 0.71. Can you see here? Can you see here? Right. So this EVNG is running on 0.71 network, which is my network here. Okay, the EVNG which is running, okay, so we can see in the server. So I had checked, okay, it is running 192.13.0 network. Okay, So that's the reason. So it's giving some issues. It's not saving as well. You check show IP config. Let me IF config. See. Okay, so we'll change this one, guys. Let's see. Exit. Show system info. So now I have set this IP address. So let me give the IP address for this firewall network. Sorry. Do you remember, guys, how to give the IP address for the firewall? Set.
The Ethernet. You have to
No.
configure Ethernet first, and then you have to give IP address.
No, I want to give the IP address for the Palo Alto Firewall.
The device config system.
Set device configuration.
IP address.
System. No, direct IP address. System. Okay, so you can see a lot of this thing, right?
How do you get that question
System,
marks?
IP address.
That's how do you
What
get
is
those?
IP address?
Question
Huh?
mark. How do you get those commands? Question mark.
Okay.
You got all those commands which is predefined using question mark, or how did it?
Question mark, just question mark. If you give the question
Okay.
mark here, it will give. Because it's
Okay.
not displaying there. I am using the question mark here.
Okay.
Okay. The command, which is, I think I have shown you this IP address, right? So I have given this IP address. Do you remember? How to give the IP address? Set device configuration, system IP address, give the IP address, net mask, and give the gateway. Okay. The gateway, what we have seen, if you check the gateway, broadcast IP is 13.255, and net IP is 13.1. Okay, so I will use some different IP address for this network. Let's see. Okay, IP address, I'll give 192.168. Okay, I think 13.10. I can give, right? Net mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, so default gateway is so 192.168.13.1. Fine. Now my firewall IP address is 192.168.13.10. Okay, we can give 13.100 also, no issues. Better to give, we can remember 13.100, we can remember very easily. Okay, gateway is this. Okay, type, what type of IP address I'm giving? Static. Something we are missing. Net mask. Set device config.
Sir, device
System
space
IP.
ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ correct ಇದೆ. Set device config system IP address, net mask, default gateway, type static, STA. Okay, static spelling I have given wrong. Okay, so let's comment this. Just remember this IP address of this firewall, guys. 192.168.13.100. Because it's running into the 13 network. So if you are to check, so we can see here 13.1 IPNet means the 13.1 is the gateway for this network. So it takes time to save this. Oh, I think we need to reload it. The firewall. So commit by force I want to give. Let's see. So even if you check in the checkpoint firewall, it is here there also it has got the similar commands. You check for comparison of commands, all lengthy commands. So once and twice if you done the configurations, I think you can able to do it. But most important thing is you must have the hands-on. That is very important. Commit failed. Failed to handle TBT. This thing is this error. TB TDB update block. Let's check. It's showing right. You can see documentation has given for that TBT update block. Error to handle. You can see it has got some issues. So we can see this. What is the issue? We can see because as per this email we are doing perfectly. We are not giving any issues. Working. So it's showing some error. Let's see. Same error, right? Can you see? Comment a Palo 3 is failure because of the following error. Need to install 7.0 central version. That's all fix the issue. Need to install this 708.406. Let me check this. This is a community for the Palo Alto group, like how we create the WhatsApp group. This is a community for the Palo Alto. So live community, if you got any issues, we can put your query here. If anybody knows, so they will answer you. So need to install the 708 -4006 content version. That's fix the issue. I don't know where to get this information. So content version error or getting error in platform otherwise. No, dynamic, no, not this. Okay, so this is the right one. This is the big error. Let's see this. So we need to do this every day time, guys, because when you start doing the job, if you got like such type of issues, okay, he's asking the username and password to sign in. I think I have created this one. HR dot entity. It will check the authenticator software, I think. Password is incorrect. So when you face the customer like this, you should do the browsing, make sure that you should escalate the issue. Sign in with my other. I forgot the password, I think. I'm giving a lot of password, guys. Around 5 to 6 missions are running. So sometime I'll get stuck with giving the password. I forgot like what password I have given this thing, not only for the PCs, inside for the firewall, different firewall, and your Windows machines, Linux machines, Kali and machines is not an easy job. We'll see. He's asking to update this thing, so I need to fix this issue. I want the meantime, let's check the last time because so it takes time to save sometime because that's the reason I'm just browsing the information. What is the issue? Is showing some error. Handle like TDB underscore update underscore block doing. So I think it has got some issues with this. Let's give one more time. We have given the break. I think for the 5 minutes, let's take whether it will accept or not. So tomorrow, second half, I will start at 3 o'clock, guys, with no break. Because break means like I will get interrupt because I'll be having the flow. These are the things I need to train. Because I plan today to explain all the routing switching I'll complete it so that I can start explaining the other topics. Like, let me tell you what are the topics I want to train, like static and default routing I want to explain. Then RIP and OSPF in Palo Alto Firewall. Then I want to explain about the NATing. Then I will want to teach the site-to-site VPN in Palo Alto Firewall. So using IQ2 and IQ1 from site-to-site VPN. So these are the big topics. We'll see. Let's escalate this issue. So system 75. See. Yes, Ethernet, Ethernet -1. 1.1 is the IP address for R2. So correctly we configured. Yes, we have configured correctly. So let's share with the other command. Let's do for other command like how to enable the telnet command, guys. So, for everything we should give the enable the telnet. Do you remember I have given a show network profile in interface management profile? I have given the IP address. Sorry, I have given my name, right? Same thing here also, same thing. So how to give the enable the telnet? Just see, just very simple command. Say network profile, interface management profile is my name. Okay, and give telnet. You can give the question mark. Okay, this is a list of services will be given to your name. You can see, right? We can enable this all ping, SNMP, SSH, telnet, user ID service, user ID syslogs, telnet, SNMP. So this is a list of we can do it. So right now I want to enable just telnet. Okay, if you want yes or no, yes, I want to enable. Okay, so now if we check show interface Ethernet 1 for all Ethernet interface to the reason is not saving because if you must give the commit command, then only it will take the update. Let's see show network profile interface management profile touch. So we have enabled ping and telnet. You can see, right? I don't know. You can see this just I enabled ping previously. I think previously I had given this command, right? So then ping yes, telnet yes. So here if you type it must save now. Let's see what happened. This is the Palo Alto's website, guys. See, look at this guy. Authentication failure, authentication ticket mismatch, failure authentication. I accept. Okay, I'll accept. Why again? This website use the cookie essential operator list. Okay, man. Let's do this. At least if it is 100% success, guys. Oh, it's same problem with you. TDB update block. Commit by force. The last option we got it is just we need to. Let's stop this. I'm not using it. Or is last option we left is I need to reboot the firewall. Is the only option. It's not saving it means.
Once you reboot, you need to start from first, no?
Yes, because it takes time to now. There is a problem. It takes for the reboot around 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to reboot the Palo Alto firewall. Almost all every firewall will know because if you
Palo
take a
Alto is
checkpoint,
comparatively more slower, no? Compared to other firewalls.
no, it's not like that because they have some series, high-end series. If you check the PAN OS, I think 10,000 and 11,000 series, so which is very fast.
Yeah.
So that will be specially that is designed for data center. Same thing, Cisco, they have the Nexus switches, right?
Yes.
Cisco Nexus switches is high-end. The capacity and throughput is very fast. So that switch is very expensive. For the firewall, they have the special design only uh, for the data centers. So let's start the reboot. Otherwise, it's not going to start. Quit, I think. System info. Okay, so I think we'll reboot this. Let's see, because it takes 15 minutes time to reboot. Okay. Some issue with this. Because we have not saved any comment, right? So we are all many times I have given comment and commit force. So even though it did not got accepted, right? So let's on this all the device, let it be. So just I will on it at the same time. So we'll start the session tomorrow because 5 o'clock. So I need to talk to the Prashant. Okay. I think you can leave for the day. I think, right? You want to go early or shall I start this router, guys?
We'll go early, Taj.
Pranav is desperately waiting, Taj.
No, router as in router configuration.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. We have the only 3 ports. That is okay. Okay. So let's edit this guy. We add one more port 5. We can use or no, like if you want to increase the CPU, okay, you can increase it. Okay, so I will use I think 4 so that it boot fast. Okay, 4096. I will make it double. What is the double figure for this, guys? 8. 4096 double how much? 8,000.
192.
192. Okay, because at my server I got the sufficient RAM. Okay, so I got I think almost 192 GB of RAM. So I will give it 8 GB this firewall so that it boot fast. Okay, I'll take the 4 CPU so that it process fast. Okay, symbol, let it be the same symbol. I want 1. Okay. So let's connect now. Now we can see this Palo Alto 4 for gigabyte 4. Okay, so now I will connect this management port to this management port now. Yes. All right, so now it is on perfectly now. So let's on this start. Because I had is not accepting the save command. Okay, so let's start this guy as well. Let it be. So after this also, what is the command I did? Okay, the same command. I'll complete this command. So the pending today's task is the 2 things which I want to show you. First thing is routing, static routing and default routing in the Palo Alto Firewall. Then I want to show you the like SSH and telnet, so that this firewall we can access from all the routers. Then I want to show you the routing part, how to configure the static routing and default routing. Okay. Let's open this. We have noticed that let's make it big. Now it is big better, right? It's booting. So when this booting means, guys, if you reach to home, okay, also they can join because I'm there till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm there at my office, like anybody want to do the commands. So I need the command, like I will share you some screenshots. So make sure that you just convert it into a doc file. The thing is, who is good in typing, fast typing? Okay, they can type and they can share to you all the guys, because I want your teamwork. because as you know, teamwork is very important. So have you noticed, guys? Now it's booting very fast, right? So I have given the 4 CPU and 8 gig of this firewall. And remaining this all router which is connected to this firewall, all are 1 GB, 1 GB, means 4 GB, and this all 8 GB. Means totally it's consuming 12 GB of RAM. So we have noticed that now it is loading, booting fast. Okay, guys, you want me to stop now, session?